Have you ever said something in English where you knew people understood you, but it sounded a little bit off? Well, today, we're going to unlock the secrets to making your English sentences sound not just okay, but genuinely correct. So, let's dive in. And isn't that the truth? This quote just hits the nail on the head. 1 minute, you're cruising along, everything makes sense, and the next, bam, you run into some grammar rule that feels like it came out of nowhere. Don't worry, we've all been there, and in this explainer, we're going to smooth out some of those bumps for you.
So, let's get right to our big question. We all get what "my friends likes pizza" means, right? The message comes through loud and clear, but something in our brain, in our ear, just goes, nope, that's not quite it. Why is that? Well, the answer is all about a few core ideas that once you get them, will totally change how you build sentences in English.
First things first, we've got to talk about time. You know, in English grammar, the way we show when an action happens is all through verb tenses. Seriously, think of these as the absolute foundation of your house. If you get this part right, you are already halfway to sounding fantastic. It really is that simple. A verb tense just tells us when something went down. Did it happen yesterday? Is it happening this very second? Or is it going to happen tomorrow? These three basic buckets, past, present, and future, that's our starting point.
And check this out. It's so cool how a tiny little change to the verb work can completely shift the timeline. Works tells us it's a fact right now. Worked, with that little ed on the end, boom, it's in the past. And just by adding the word will, you launch that action right into the future. It's clean, simple, and actually pretty powerful.
Okay, so the basic tenses are awesome, but sometimes, we need to be a little more specific, a little more precise, and that's where the perfect tenses come into play. This is how you really add some detail and nuance to your language.
The magic word here, the one to really focus on, is completed. The perfect tenses are all about actions that are finished, done, over. But, and this is the cool part, they always have a special connection to another point in time, whether that's the past, the present, or way off in the future. And you can see exactly how this works. Notice, we're adding these little helper verbs like has, had, and will have. So in that first one, Thomas has worked, it means he started in the past and he's still here now. For the second one, the chef had cooked the meal, that action was totally finished before something else happened in the past. And for Julie, her 15 years of work will be completed at a specific point in the future. It's all about connecting those dots in time.
Okay, this is a big one. So many people get these two mixed up, so let's clear it up. Use the simple past when you're talking about a very specific finished moment, like in 2019, the event is over. But you use the present perfect when the exact time doesn't really matter, or when that past action has some kind of result or relevance right now. Saying, I have visited Paris means that experience is still part of you today.
All right, so we have totally covered time. But, just getting the tense right only fixes part of our original problem. My friends liked pizza is a perfectly fine sentence for the past. But my friends likes pizza is still wrong. And that's because it's not a time problem, it's a matching problem. And this brings us to what is, honestly, the golden rule for making your sentences sound correct: subject-verb agreement.
I absolutely love this analogy. It's just a matching game. It's that simple. The subject, so who or what is doing the action, and the verb, they have to agree with each other. If your subject is singular, just one thing, your verb has to be singular. If your subject is plural, more than one, guess what? The verb has to be plural too. They have to match up perfectly.
Okay, let's break this down into 4 key rules. Rule 1, one dog barks. See that S on the end? Rule 2, 2 or more dogs bark. No S. Easy, right? Now, rule 3 is a little weird. It's a special case for I and you. Just remember, they always get treated like they're plural. And rule 4 deals with groups, like team or family, or words like everyone. Even though they're made up of lots of people, grammatically, we treat them as one single thing. The team is winning.
Oh, this is a classic trap. Your brain sees the word friends right next to the verb, and it just wants to scream, use are. But wait a second. Who is actually coming? The boy. He's the real subject. So the key takeaway here is to ignore all those extra words and phrases stuffed in the middle. Find the true subject and match your verb to that. So, the boy is coming.
Whew. Okay, that was a lot of rules, I know. But honestly, the best way to get them to stick is to just put them into action. So, what do you say? It's time for a quick practice round to see what you've picked up. All right, here's the first one. My friends, blank, very supportive. Should it be is or are? Go ahead, think about it for a second. Ask yourself, who's the subject? Is it one or more than one? And the answer is B, are. That's because the subject is friends. It's plural, more than one friend. So it needs that matching plural verb, are. My friends are very supportive. See, it just sounds right once you know the rule.
Okay, let's try one more. This time, we're focusing on our tenses. Which of these sentences is the correct one for the present perfect tense? Is it A, B, or C? My advice? Look really closely at those helper verbs.
And the correct answer is B. My company website has failed. Remember that little formula we talked about? Present perfect is always has or have plus the past participle. Will have is for the future and had is for the past perfect. You got this.
So, we've talked about time and we've talked about agreement. The very last piece of the puzzle is structure, the order of the words. And for English, the default order is wonderfully, beautifully simple. Subject, then verb, then object, or SVO. Think of it like, who did what to what? Sam ate the apple. SVO.
Now here's a super fascinating fact. Even though SVO feels totally normal to us English speakers, it's actually not the most common sentence structure in the entire world. Nope, that prize goes to SOV, subject, object, verb, which you'll find in languages like Japanese and Korean. So for native speakers of those languages, their brains are literally wired to save the verb for the very end. It's a great reminder that there are lots of different ways to build a sentence.
But still, even with all the variety out there, these two main patterns, SVO and SOV, are just completely dominant. When you put them together, they make up the structure of nearly 9 out of every 10 languages on Earth. So yeah, mastering SVO is a hugely powerful skill to have.
So there you have it. Those are the key building blocks for making sentences that sound correct and natural in English. We've talked about putting actions in time with tenses, making your subjects and your verbs match up, and putting the whole thing together in the right order. The power is officially in your hands now. So my question to you is, what correct sentence are you going to build first?